I remember sitting up with my son some days, and I took a lot of pictures of us because I knew he needed to have those memories. I was like, I'ma always take pictures of me and him every day, and take pictures of him because I want him to know who was here for him. His father was in prison, and I was the one raising him. So I was like, I remember my childhood, and I remember not having any pictures. Like, I don't have not one picture of my mother. I don't have any pictures of my sisters except for like whatever I got digitally on my phone. And I don't have any pictures of myself, like, growing up. And even though my mother did hold on to a few here and there, certain family members might have some, me personally, I don't have any. And it meant a lot to me to make sure that my son had pictures of himself, because then he'll know somebody loved me. It was somebody who was watching my every move. There was somebody behind that camera that had my back, that was all about me, and that was Mama. That was me. And that was my number one job, in life, was to make sure that he was always taken care of 100%. And I knew, I was looking at some pictures of him and I just now, and I was like, damn, man, such a precious child. And I knew, I was like, they're going to try to get me for my son. Because I had a lot of enemies, and God kept it real. He kept it real. He was like, you tell them black men with them dreads that think they know, and them black women with them dreads, because they be dreading their shit up and thinking they really know what time it is. You don't really know what time it is. And I'm not going to get angry. I'm going to just say it as calmly as God told me to say it. That curly hair and that brown skin got me in a lot of trouble. That curly hair. And I remember they're going to try to get me for my son. My enemies. I knew they was going to try to get me before I could even have a child. But then I was like, nah, they're going to try to get me for real. They're going to try to get me where it hurt. I was like, when people can't control you and hurt you and manipulate you the way they want, then they'll try to go after your children. And I knew. And I would try to keep them as far away from me as possible. And I knew when I let Austin back up in this house, he gonna do something wicked to let enemies get too close to me and my boy. And everybody knew that I stayed out the way. If I gotta go to the grocery store, they mean mugging. While I'm driving down the street, they mean mugging us. Everywhere we go, all our enemies is mean mugging us. God steady blessing. And every time they try to mess up whatever blessings we have. And that one bond of us having each other is more than the world. It's more than everything. It's more than anything. And they know that. That's why people were so jealous when they found out I was pregnant with Mel. Because finally I could have somebody in my life that was going to love me and not screw me over. And they was jealous of that. And then he was so beautiful. So precious and just a perfect little baby boy. And we wasn't bad off like people wanted us to be. We wasn't bad off the way that my baby daddy wanted us to be. Even his parents wanted us to be in a worse position than what I was in. And I was fighting hard to make sure I took care of my son. And then I sat there looking at those pictures. And I thought about Austin robbing me and people taking, and I was like, but that baby was not theirs to take.